All right, you guys are in for a little show today. How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Big Ball Vlogs, Big Ball Entertainment, Big Ball Shooting, Big Ball, everything, by the way, that I do is Big Ball branded. So trying to get it all kind of aligned. But today we're at the range again. And this is the reason why I love coming to the range and meeting great guys like Steve. What's your last name, Steve?
Harrington.
Harrington. Met this guy at this range. Been learning a lot from him. But he's one of the guys that's got all of the cool toys. I'm the budget guy. And I met him actually with some things that he bought that are budget. But he's got the stuff that, makes your mouth water. But today we're going to come out and we're going to shoot. There's actually two things that I'm liking about Steve already. He's already done something that I think is going to change the participation at this range as he's working on getting steel, because everybody likes to hear that ping when you're shooting. And two, he's got the cool toys, and he just brought out something that, as a reviewer or as a YouTube guy who wants to get the new stuff when everybody comes out, I can't go in and buy it all. I can't afford to get it all until you guys start, clicking that like button and subscribing and getting that monetization coming through. So I get to come out and see some stuff that is relatively new. And today we're going to be talking about Steve's gun, which, I'm the budget guy, so I don't really do budget stuff. I mean, I don't do expensive stuff. And when it comes to this is the, what is this called, Steve?
That's a Shadow Systems cr920xp.
It's the XP. So not knowing Shadow Systems, this one, because a lot of the things, a lot of trends these days are going toward carry guns with compensators. This one apparently, did it come with the compensator? It's already, was it part of the gun when you bought it?
Yeah, okay. So the cr920 originally was a variation, a clone of the Glock 43X. Then when they came out with the P, that came with the compensator. And then this version, the XP, just came out with a longer frame, still thin, but longer frame for up to 18 rounds. Okay. 15 rounds. Standard.
Yeah. So, and that's one of the things, like I said, I don't know what this whole trend for carry gun, it's like anything else, it's like any other hobby. The trends start to hit and then people start pushing carry gun, which is a little bit shorter and they got a little bit longer grip. But apparently this one's got a 17 round grip. Now, I remember the days when I was carrying a full size Kimber 1911, like I was carrying a big gun, and now they got these guns. And I will tell you that I've never really understood carry gun because I've been carrying it all, and I know how having a smaller gun kind of helps you without printing, and it's lighter. Like when I'm carrying my Glock 30, it pulls down my pants. I am liking this carry gun size, and I don't want to keep this video like a long, like it might be like 30-40 minutes, but because we're going to be shooting steel, we're going to have some fun out here. I might cut up into multiple videos, but I'm liking how this feels. The thing about these carry guns, I'm going to try to turn this in a safe direction, is the fact that they are thinner. Let me see if I can get that camera there. They're thinner than your average. Like they're so much thinner than, you can't get it to fix, than your standard Glock. And that's one of the things where, like, I didn't think I would like it, but when you look at the magazine, and I don't know what kind of magic they do when they do this, when you look at the magazine, let me get back, Steve back in the thing. Rip Steve, I call him. Him and his wife are ripped to death. I used to be that way 20 years ago. Go back. Yeah, I got the proof. I always got the credit.
My wife. She told me if I lose my abs, she's leaving me.
Yeah,
so.
That's what he told me last time. Mine would have left me if it was about abs right now. But the magazines don't look like they're that much thinner. They look. This magazine holds 17 with the +2 on the bottom, and it's metal. I like that. But that's the magic about some of these things, man. I don't know how it works, but it works. I always thought when I got this gun, it was going to be a single stack. I'm like, I want capacity. I want the things that are going to, for carrying, I don't want to carry multiple magazines. With 17 rounds, I'll be good. I don't carry too much. I usually carry one that's got like 22 in it, and I'm good. But this is the magic about these guns. It feels good in the hand. This one's got and again, remember I told you, I like to buy the budget stuff. So when you see stuff like this, and a lot of you guys like the clown people, we buy it because we want to. We don't buy it because we have to. She's got a gun. How much does this gun run retail?
I think it's like $1,099.
Oh, never mind.
No, it's not a budget.
No, it's not a budget.
It's a budget for what it is.
It's a budget for what it is.
You can't find something that actually holds 18 rounds, and you can't find something with a compensator with that many rounds with that size, all in that amount, for that amount of money. It's just not,
Nah, but $1,000, I can't. Especially with like guns, like, I haven't bought one yet because I thought about it, but the Palmetto State Armory, like the Dagger clones, they're coming in like $300 or $400. I think the last one I saw had a couple magazines, and I think the Palmetto State Armory, the compensator sticks out beyond. This is the thing about this one. The compensator doesn't stick out on the dust cover or whatever you want to call it, the frame. And I like the form and finish of that one. But for $300 versus $1,000. I mean, that's pretty big. Steve, I do want to point something out because, and I'm not shitting on this gun right now because it's not my gun, and this happens with a lot of guns, but especially Glocks. When I just let that go, this pin was pushed out this way, and it came back into place. So is that pin good?
It should be.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like this pin here.
Yeah, the center pin, the trigger assembly pin. It seemed like it was just sliding out to the right, and then when I put the slide back, it kind of, I had my finger on it just to make sure it didn't pop out and it just drop back into place, so it doesn't move around.
Yeah, I don't feel it moving around.
Okay, we're good, because usually that's held in by the by this thing, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so without talking, what I want to do is, I mean, I have already been talking, but what I want to do is I want to shoot this video, and then I want to let you see some of the toys that Steve brought out, because I'm actually impressed myself, and if he will allow me, because I brought a bag of ammo to take a couple cracks. He's got like he got everything. We're gonna just go through that maybe, and you get another video out of it before I leave here out of the day. So I want Steve to do the honors because he's shooting steel. I want him to run his gun first. Again, I love it when guys let me shoot their gun. I usually turn it down, but I want him to shoot his gun first, and I want to kind of get like the recoil impulse and some of the things that people say that you get from running a compensator. Because I was going to do a video today on compensator and pointer guns versus non-pointer guns, my pros and cons on it. It all boils down to personal preference, but this one's got it on there. So I want to see whether or not, like me sitting and feeling it and shooting it and see him shoot it, whether or not this compensator works. He's shooting steel. We will not be looking at the target to see what the accuracy is. You're going to hear the ping, hopefully, if we hit the target. And other than that, we're just going to have some fun with it and get this video done. So I'm going to stop it for now while we get all loaded up and get set, and then we'll get it back rolling and take some shots. And then, I mean, I do like this gun, like I say, but I just can't pay $1,000 on. So I'm glad he's going to let me shoot it, because this will be the last time I ever hold one. For real.
But it's only $100 optic.
$100 optic, right? I mean, I saw a comment. I'm a big comment creeper. Like, I go on other people's shit and I creep on their comments, and I see people say like $1,000 gun with an Amazon optic. Yup, we do that. We do that because we just spent out on the ammo. We spend on everything else, and if it works, it works. And a whole different video, but like Steve agrees. I just looked through this optic, crystal clear Voltatu. He showed me the Voltatu, crystal clear without my glasses. I bought a $100 optic. I know it was a $36 optic. I couldn't see it. But the Voltatu and this one, compared to like his Hollow Sun competition, same deal. And that's like a $500 optic. So, you know, clown if you want, but as long as the reliability, and I usually look at the reliability and how they hold up, I mean, I'm going to go with the cheaper one all the time. So without the talking, we're going to get shut down. We're going to get all the ammo and get it all loaded up. We're going to take some shots and then, you know, close it out like we normally do. So let's get that done. All right, we are running. All right, we're all back. Steve's got the shadow systems loaded up. And I kind of want to, I'm going to actually come in a little bit closer, but I'm going to put the camera back. I want to see when you shoot. I want to see how that looks when it's going off, because I want to see, like, you know, whether or not that comp is compensating. Compensators like to be worked, and like with these little guns, I know everybody's going to it. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still on the fence about whether or not it's needed, whether or not people actually are getting into it because it's more of a fad than actually needed. But take a couple shots. Let's see how it looks. Sure. So we'll see if it tracks like all of the YouTubers are saying, and that sight comes straight back down. Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. It works. It works. I'm gonna bring it back. Yeah, let's see. We gotta go in. Now I'm getting that in there. So we're gonna go 1. Okay, here we go. Even that 1 don't work because it's getting this in there. Okay. Dang. So sorry guys, you're gonna be able to see the tripod. This right here is the end of my tripod. So you're gonna see that in the video, because sometimes it just hurts to do editing and I'm not messing with it. So one of the things that I noticed is that gun does shoot really, really, really flat. Right. Like, I mean, for a small gun, it is really light. It's not in your hand. It's light. I didn't even have a mag in it at the time, but for a small gun, that gun shoots super flat. So it's not a bunch of hype when people go, "Oh yeah, it shoots super flat." I barely saw the flip, and I know. So here's the deal: when you're shooting compensators and you're shooting all these guns, if your discipline is the shit, it's gonna be shit with a compensator, without a compensator. So Steve has been shooting a while, so he's probably got a good grip on it. He's probably able to control it. What I can tell is if it's in the right hand, it's gonna shoot flatter. And I know for my gun, not this gun, but I have a ported dagger that I drew from a holster where pop, and both bullets went to the same hole. So it works, but you just got to be able to work it. And this gun actually works. So may I?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Anything left in it?
So yeah, several.
All
now,
right.
One thing I wanted to point out, like you said, so compensators, the more gas you have. So, you know what I mean? So this is 124 grain, just when you're, so you got options for that.
Gotcha.
But as light as this gun is, that's what you were making that point. The compensator does work a lot, because this is a very, very light gun.
It is a light gun. So
to stay as flat as it does and under control as it does, it's amazing. And
that, like I said, for me, I'm not a 124 shooter, but if I am thinking about buying a gun with a compensator on it, I'm buying it because I plan on shooting something heavy, like 357. I want to tame that down a little bit. And like I said, I never thought about it with a carry gun. My carry gun, I'm the budget guy, so you know, guys, I talk about it all the time. G3C is for me, and don't have no compensator on it, and I'm able to control it. I'm able to put good hits on target. So if I shoot like shit with this one, don't blame me. Blame the gun. Normally I know how to shoot. So what we shooting at, Steve? We shooting at the close target?
Whichever one you want to shoot at.
All right, the one
First,
here.
if you shoot at the hole and you hit the hole, you still hit it.
I want to see if I can hit the reactor thing on this thing, the flipper. Okay, what did I hit there? It's dinging.
Probably to the left, maybe.
It's dinging, but it's not moving. So I'm actually hitting the steel target, but I'm not hitting the flipper. I'm gonna come a little bit to the right a little bit, see if I can get it.
Yep.
Nope, that was the ground. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
All right, now, like you said, I'm shooting a little. When I held it earlier, I looked like I was a little bit left for me. So now I got to know I got to compensate a little bit more to the right.
Yes.
Okay, got it. And I don't know where that one went. Okay. Am I missing this? Because the rounds are hitting behind the target, but they're not hitting steel.
You're hitting this one in front of you, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
All right.
Now, in all fairness, I have shrapnel in my left eye. So that is optic set to me. Most people, and there's a couple other people here, friends that I had that have shot my guns, and it's always up about 2 inches and over to the right about 3 inches. So that's not him, that's me.
Yeah.
And I'm old, I'm blind, I got problems in my eyes.
We going cold?
Yeah, if you guys don't mind.
Now we can go cold.
Yep.
So everything.
Finish what you're doing.
Now we're good. I think it's empty. There's your mag. Okay. So yeah, $1,000 though. $1,000.
Well,
But it's nice.
I'll tell you what. But you saw how fast I was shooting.
Yeah,
I was shooting different distances.
Yeah.
That's the first time you ever shot that.
Yeah.
It's like anything else. But I have a loop in my pants right here. And I put a soft holster in, fit it down, you can't see nothing.
You can't see nothing.
So size-wise, and yes, 11, it's, it depends on where you get it. So they're usually between $1,000 and $1,100.
Yeah.
But this is something that I know for a fact I can depend my life on.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of you guys, you SIG guys. I don't know if you're a SIG guy.
I love SIG.
He loves SIG. I had
SIG,
one.
I carry SIG.
I mean, I'm not a SIG guy. I'm going to say it. I bought into that Glock reliability. I had a SIG. I had one SIG. And I'm going to say I sold it because around the time the SIG had that drop safe issue. Right? I took the whole gun apart. I sold the parts and I made more money than I bought the gun. But I have never gone back. But, SIG is for some people, and a lot of guys clown Glocks, and people say, reliability. But that's one of the things about Glocks. People will say, it's like the AK-47 of pistols. But, when it comes to that reliability.
You're good.
Yeah, you're good. We're cold.
Go, we're cold. Go.
We're cold.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that reliability, I mean, that's where he's talking about. If this is going to save your life, spend a couple more dollars. Like, I would never recommend something I thought that was a piece of trash. Because at the end of the day, if it don't go click or it don't go bang when it goes click, I don't want you to have it. But Steve was making a good point about, the price comparison. And we're going to take a look at some of the stuff he has. He was saying, it was off camera, he was talking. I said, I wanted to get that on because we're doing a comparison video right now to say that, hey, do I want to spend $1,000 on a gun or do I want to spend $350, $450 on a dagger? And he's got a lot of guns to compare to and what he's put into it to kind of, give you an idea of whether or not you want to spend that type of money. So I'm going to give that back to you. Thank you, sir.
One other thing, real quick.
Yep.
I have 4 different types of ammo here.
Yeah.
These are not fancy ammo.
Yeah.
In fact, there's there's one that's new, 3 that are reman. I'll run anything I find through this. A friend of mine had steel, kept jamming up her M&P shield.
Yeah.
I took it and traded her ammo and shot the steel right through it. When this was brand spanking new, it was the first ammo I shot through it was steel.
Yeah, steel.
So again, when your life depends on it, you want it to work.
And when the ammo when the ammo's short, you know what they say, if it don't run steel, it don't deserve brass, right? So
exactly.
that is good to know also. We're good to go. We're hot?
Hot.
All right, cool. All right, but yeah, here's Steve's collection that he brought. He says he brought out some guns. He comes out here with some of the most interesting things.
All right.
And I'm always like, yeah, man, I don't want to get dragged into buying another gun. And this gun right here is a Canic, all steel. Tell me what this is again.
This is a Canic Rival S. So Canic Rival S. Safety, empty, all that stuff. So that's their SFX Rival S. So this is the all steel. They do have a Canic Rival that's polymer with a steel slide. Yeah. My wife likes the polymer. I like the all steel. This thing weighs a ton. It doesn't move when you shoot it at all.
It does weigh a ton. Without a full mag, it felt like it weighed like 5 pounds. I don't even know what it was.
Now, granted, it's got all sorts of extra stuff on it too, but in the end, this is the most expensive of the Canics,
Yeah.
and then I did more stuff to it. But they're still, Canics are budget guns. But I'm gonna tell you right now, out of the box, their triggers, fantastic.
Hey, they've come a long way, and that's what guys talk about. They talk about the Canic and the triggers. My brother, he's a Canic guy, and he said, you know, he tried to carry one, and then the trigger was just too light for him. Like that's one of the things I was like, yeah, you guys want to carry this thing. And especially if you're carrying appendix, you don't want to blow your balls off because you got a super light trigger. But that gun right there, I held it and I was like, whoa! Like it's been a while since I've held an all steel gun, but this gun, I guarantee you, like this thing don't move at all when you shoot it. It just feels like heavy, but it doesn't feel like uncontrollable heavy. You know, like you're not going to get tired holding it out there.
No, and especially, I mean, you just got the gas pedal and whatnot, so it's
the new thing, the gas pedals. Yeah. And what was the other one that you had? You had he said this gun was $3,000, folks, and I don't even know what that was. But
so you got two. This is my wife's. So this is
Lucky Wife,
an original P226. This is made in Germany.
Okay,
so made in Germany. They haven't made them in Germany.
We were just talking about
15 years or so.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the original X5s.
Okay.
All right. You want to talk about? I'm not a 320 SIG person. My wife loves 320s. I don't like SIG 320s. I don't like their carries. They're not my thing. That's, Shadow Systems. I like it. By the way, Matt right here, he shot my Shadow Systems cr920p and my MR920p. He ended up getting the MR.
The MR,
that's how well.
Now
and he's a brand new shooter.
That's like I said, $1,000. I'm still like, I want one now. So
now, fancy, empty, empty, iron sights. But yeah, this one, it's probably, if you can find it, you're probably looking in the $35,000 to $4,000 range.
Yeah.
This is a collector's gun.
It's a collector's item.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's smooth. It shoots amazing with iron sights and with the shrapnel in my eye. I'll hit the little spinners. It doesn't matter. This thing is a
it's got the adjustable sights on and everything.
It does.
Okay, yeah.
Now, the new American version, the Legion X5.
The Legion X5. Yep. That's yeah. And it's got the compensator.
But you're looking at $3,300, something like that.
$3,300.
Fancy. Range gun. I'm never going to carry this thing. It's a little bit pickier with ammo.
Yeah.
Because it's a range gun. Yeah. I'm not going to depend my life on it. But does it shoot excellent? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So, but again, as fancy as this is, I shoot it here at the range. I wouldn't depend my life on it.
Yeah, true. Range gun.
Yep.
And show him the Laura Croft gun, because I remember when he used to ask, like, this is the Laura Croft gun.
Now this is a VP9 HK. Now this one you can depend your life on, even though it looks badass and whatnot. For Tattoo Sight, by the way. This is the match version, so extra long, all the compensators and everything. You can run literally anything through this. I can pick a thing out of the ground that's rusted and old and probably already been tried. In fact, when we dry fire some other guns, we'll throw it in this one and it'll reshoot. It doesn't care.
Yeah. I used to be an HK guy too, but I was like, man, at that time, HKs were the expensive guns. Now, when the VP9 came out and the price started to come down, I just and I haven't seen many like HK pushing a lot of stuff. I've recently gone like FN. I'm bought into Glock, so I got too many Glocks to like switch brands now, but the VP9 was one of my next my next purchases. But this one looks badass just because, I mean, I like this comp. I like all this rail system stuff. I like the slide. I like everything about it, and it just looks badass. And like he said, Vatutu optic on there. You're going to see a video about these soon, because again, these are fucking clear. And I don't know how to tell you guys without showing you. With the camera, just doesn't make sense. But the gun just has this view on it that is just crazy clear. And I don't know how the one that I bought doesn't. But I'm going to get a couple of these and put them on my guns. I'm running the, what do you call it? The Zulisi that was pretty tight when I got them. So now I'm going to probably switch over to those.
But just so you're all aware, this is a bull, a Cherokee bull.
Cherokee bull.
Israeli. $299.
Okay.
Iron sights, nothing fancy, hammers. So I don't get all fancy stuff. And I'm going to tell you what, this is one of my favorite
Does it
guns. It shoots literally everything.
Hey, I remember when CZ was that gun. CZ was that gun that, that gun that came that nobody knew where it was going, and now look at him now. It looks good.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll bring it back out and shoot it and let people know. I never heard of it. What's it called again?
Cherokee bull.
Cherokee bull.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely got to probably bring it out. He's out here all the time, so next time I come out, maybe we'll bring it out and shoot it some. Yep. And I'm not a fan of these things right here. So. But, you know, it is what it is. Yep. All right, man. It's getting loud out here. Got some guys down here doing their thing. So Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
always.
Got a chance to shoot one of the latest, greatest guns out. Now I got one of those videos gonna come out with everybody, you know, the influencers get the good guns first. And now you guys get to know, hey, maybe you want to spend a little bit of money on that Shadow Systems instead of listening to me and buying the budget gun, because that's what I do. So, hey, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Peace. So no longer at the range, but Steve wanted me to make a point before I closed out that video and I forgot to do it. If you were planning on buying a pistol and you plan on doing a lot of upgrading or modding, at the end of it, you're probably going to have a gun that costs a lot more than the Shadow Systems. For instance, I have a Glock 19. I went out and bought the Zafari upper just because it looks cool, because it has that chunk ported in. That was about $400, $500 investment. So then you're looking at 500 plus 500, so that's like $1,000. So if you're going to do that, you might as well go ahead and just throw the money into that Shadow Systems or something comparable, instead of just buying a bunch of gun and then buying another gun until you find something that you really, really like. Guys at the range like to say, buy once, cry once, and I think that is a great example of what that means.